Hi everyone, it's Natalie. Look, I have been dehydrating these green onions that I harvested from my garden. One thing I wanted to tell you, one tip is when you have something that has a very strong scent, onions, garlic, green onions, rosemary, definitely rosemary. Um, you want to set your dehydrator in a place where there's there's lots of airflow, I guess, or away from your home. You don't want this scent to permeate throughout your entire house. You don't want your house smelling like onions or rosemary. So I like to set it outside or in my this is on the patio. This is my first time doing it on the patio, but normally I put it outside in my shed. That's a little tip. But so what I'd like to do here now is my green onions, I believe, are completely dehydrated. This has been going since around maybe 8 or 9 o'clock last night. So as you can see, they are completely dehydrated. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is try to very carefully just put it right here. Whoa! Good thing I put the paper towel here. There's a paper towel underneath here. Let me grab it real quick. The part that fell, but it fell on the paper towel. Okay. If you see me use these little papers, okay, this is like the little filter you use in an air fryer. So I know it's safe to be around high heat or hot air. These are the filters that I use in my little air fryer. But the reason why I use them in my dehydrator is because my dehydrator has large holes in the trays. So this keeps things from falling through. So that's why you see me put this on here. Okay? So I have my little green onion jar, mason jar. I have my funnel with the little wide opening. Okay. I have a piece of paper towel down here to catch any of the green onion that falls. Okay, let's try one more time. Oh, whoa. There we go. It's been dehydrating for hours. I chopped this up late at night, right before I just closed things down in the kitchen. At the end of the day, I saw that a Ziploc bag of green onion that I had been meaning to dehydrate, and I'm like, you know what? This is perfect. Let me go ahead, chop this green onion up, and place it outside on the patio. I didn't want to walk all the way out to my shed. If you see the location of my shed, it's in the backyard, and I didn't want to walk out there at night. So I said I'll place it right under the patio and let this dehydrate overnight and also the rest of the morning, and it'll be ready, and it'll be one less thing in my refrigerator taking up space. So I went ahead. This is something quick that can be done very quickly and without being in my way. It was out here on the patio the entire time. I was out here working around it. I mean, it wasn't in my way. It's doing something that needed to be done pertaining to my garden and kitchen. So, ta-da! I try to, when I have a list of things to do, I try to go ahead and the stuff that I keep putting off that is very simple and easy, I go ahead and I try to get that out of the way. So look, more green onion. There we have it. Okay, another thing on my garden to-do list was to harvest the red kidney beans that were ready to come off of the bush. With red kidney beans, you do not harvest the bean pod when it's nice and fat and green like that. You wait till they completely dry out and it's a light tan color, somewhat like that one, and the beans are actually hard. So it's not like with a Blue Lake bush bean or a contender bush bean. You want to wait until the pods actually dry out, and that's when it's time to harvest. So that's what I'm going to do now. But also, just to let you know, this is the only area where I have red kidney beans growing. This this raised bed was actually supposed to be filled with red kidney beans. But I struggled with growing them. I had a lot of diseased leaves. I had insect problems. And these are the only beans I was able to grow. These few vines right here. I'm not sure if it's a vine or a bush, but this is all that I was able to grow. So in order to go ahead and have the experience with growing red kidney beans, I allowed these beans to continue to grow. I didn't uproot them and start over. I just allowed them to keep growing. And so what I'm going to do is harvest these beans once they're ready, and I'm going to use them for seed. So it's not enough. I don't have enough to actually collect and actually cook. I just have enough to collect and keep as seed. So the next time when I'm ready to grow more red kidney beans, I have my own seeds. So I like that idea. I like the fact, I consider this a success story because of the fact that I'll have beans to use as seed for the next time I'm ready to grow. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest these, and I'm going to go over to the table and open up the pods so you can see exactly what they're supposed to look like. Okay? Okay, you guys, I tried to get in the best position so you can see what I'm doing, so you can focus on my hands. I don't have the proper stand for my little camera here. So, but I want you to see how hard this shell is, the pod, okay? You want it to dry out like this, okay? And when you open the beans, the pod up, you see the beans. They are hard. Okay? That's what they look like. Even though I don't have many, I'm still impressed that I grew these. Here's another one, right? The pod is a straw color, completely dried out. Like I said, you don't harvest these when they're green. It's not like with a bush bean or a contender or whatever. These are red kidney beans, and you want the shell to get hard and dried out. Okay, so I've opened several where you can see, and the beans are actually hard. Now, just so you can see the difference, right? You see these are hard. You see the texture of these. I harvested one that's still somewhat light green. Look at the difference in color. This is one that's completely dried out. This is one that I purposely harvested prematurely so you can see the difference. And the reason why I know this one is not completely ready is because I did harvest off the red kidney beans before, and I noticed there was a difference. When you harvest them too soon and they're not completely dried out. Okay, look. I want you to notice, look how fat and plump this bean is. Even the pod itself, it's still soft to the touch, kind of a moist feel to it. Look at the beans. Even though they're nice and healthy, these are not completely dried out yet. Okay, you see the difference in the texture and the size? I'll put it where you can see. This is one that's dried out, and this is one that hasn't completely dried out yet. I hope you can see the difference. But one is fatter and plumper than the other. This one is hard and more dried out. This one is hard, but you can actually feel the difference. This one hasn't dried out completely. Okay, and this one is almost there. I'm telling you, there's a difference in the shell, the pod or whatever you want to call it. See? Okay, this is what you want. You want it to dry out to this light straw color, this tan color, and you want the bean to be hard. These are not going to go to waste. I'm going to let them continue to dry out. Okay, I just wanted to show you the difference. Even the inside of it looks different. The outside, it's a lighter color. It feels different. It feels kind of soft and leathery. But this one is completely hard, like dried paper. Okay, this is what you want. You want it to dry out like this. Okay. All right, those are my red kidney beans. And I'm just going to continue as they grow. I'm going to continue to harvest them when they're ready. But like I said, this is going to be used as seed. This is not for me to, like I said, take inside and try to cook a meal. I just allowed what was left after I had struggled to grow the red beans. What was left, what did finally grow, I just allowed it to grow. And so I can have the experience of growing red kidney beans and learn from it. And then I said to myself, what beans I do harvest, I will use them as seed for the next go around. Okay. All right. I just wanted to share this with you. I'm still pleased that I grew anything. It was a struggle in the beginning, so that anything grew is I'm very pleased with that. Okay, but these are going to dry out some more. We'll let those dry out some more. Okay, so these are the beans I've collected so far to use as seed. So next time I'm ready to grow kidney beans, I have my own seeds. I don't have to go to the store and buy red kidney beans. I can use my own that I grew.